spirit, set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Jordan Hicks brought him down.
A look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 16 carries, 67 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
4 makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Connection made here, Goff to Higbee. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This is Coleman. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At their 40.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st down, Cardinals.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Rams 7, Cardinals nothing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Kenyon Drake, 5th-year man from Alabama. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the...
That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Webster on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get this out past the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
A short gain of just over 2 yards. The first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
On second down, it's Ingram, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now, that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously, no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Murray to air it out again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Throwing again, Murray. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
And this one caught by Max Williams. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Murray with a 3rd and long. Caught left side, Hopkins. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
Rams 7.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
David, the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
Oh boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He was looking for Mark Ingram there, and it's 3rd and short.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Pushing foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Cardinals' 35-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To the air again. Goff. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
First down, Murray. Throw left side, complete. That's Drake. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead as those two teams approach halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for Russell Wilson. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Gardner Minshew leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Aaron Donald racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at the 45. Now from the shotgun, he'll throw. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Gay's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10.
That ties the game at 10.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 7.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hope we'll flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got
incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 40.
Ingram again. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a 1st down.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
3rd and long. It's Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. Able to push his way through.
Intercepted by the Cardinals. They'll take over.
So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction. A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Murray to give. This is Drake. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Man open left side. It's Williams. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Got the completion, but it certainly wasn't on his time frame. Hurried on that play.
Absolutely. The pressure affected him. Unable to get it further downfield. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
They're on 31.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And some room to roam now. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Goff. They go screen. This is Ingram. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19.
Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down 13-10, 2:21 the time left. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. Open man is Kirk, complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. Not a huge play at this point in the game. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Murray to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Again, they'll run with Ingram.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Goff now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He's
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here we go on fourth. Goff. And that is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Back to throw. Murray. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Over the middle, complete. That's Fitzgerald. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Samson Abukum in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky doesn't